Hey everybody, welcome to Soul Mermaids Book Club, week number 20. So for the last 20 weeks I've been reading a little bit from each chapter of my book, Finding My Soul at Sea. And not all of the chapters, but just, as in not all of the stories in the chapters, but just a little bit of a teaser so that you can get a bit of an idea of what it is that my book is all about, what it is that I'm all about. And we're up to week 20, which means that I'm about to read some of the conclusion of the book for you. If you've missed any of the videos, you can go back and watch from week 1 to week 20 in my video section. Just click on the video tab and you can go back and see the Soul Mermaids Book Club readings. So as I say, today I'm going to read a little bit from the conclusion, and I hope that you enjoy this little test, a little teaser, a little bit of the book. And if you haven't got your copy already, you can go to pipcoleman.com and check it out. So, Finding My Soul at Sea, conclusion. During my time on ships, I had a revelation. Being spiritual does not mean having to go to church. It meant being a more balanced human being. It meant me expressing my true beliefs and values. It meant being more authentically me. The wonderful and articulate Marianne Williamson wrote, "Spiritual means to me, above all else, authentic. We are afraid of honestly communicating with another person because we think they will leave us if they see who we really are." Page 130 to 131, A Return to Love. And this really resonated with me. When I first signed on to the ships, I noticed right away that in this environment I could be anything and be anyone I wanted to be. It was amazing to be able to explore who I wanted to be with no one to judge or report back to my family. Initially, I still wanted people to like me, so I practiced presenting a more fun, risk-taking, playful, up for anything, open version of myself. I did cut loose, play, add some fun, add a bit more colour. I mean, honestly, I was getting a bit beige. Sometimes I had interesting philosophical and spiritual conversations with some of my close friends, but I wasn't like that all the time. I was afraid to present that person to the public. What if I was rejected? I think that more of the real me came out when I started teaching those classes. I was no longer pretending to enjoy a karaoke session or clenching my teeth through another silly game. Then I noticed that I was having mindful, intelligent, magical conversations with a lot more guests. I know now that I was embracing more of my true self. And as Marianne Williamson says, we think that if we or anyone else, God forbid, were to see the real truth about us, we would recoil in horror. The truth is, rather, that if anyone else were to see the real truth about us, we would all be dazzled by the light. Page 137, A Return to Love. I have to agree that my experience of telling the truth about myself was the most incredible, heart-opening and spiritual thing that ever happened to me. The process of writing this book has been an interesting journey. I started thinking about writing down these crazy stories about 10 years ago. I figured it might be funny to read when I'm 80 years old in a rocking chair. And it was my friend Sarah Ann who suggested that I put the stories into a book and share them with the world. Initially, I thought I'd write the book as a memoir. The chapter headings would be the names of the ships because their names magically corresponded to the spiritual journey that I had. And the people would have their real names because they were soulmates and I wanted to honour them. But as I started writing, I felt that perhaps the names of the ships shouldn't be mentioned because maybe the cruise line wouldn't want to be identified. And even though the stories are my memory of the events with no malicious intent, perhaps the names of the people also needed to be changed to protect their privacy. Plausible deniability, right? Sarah Ann suggested that I could write the book as fiction to completely cover all my bases. You could add some details for colour, or delete the boring bits, she said. But I wasn't sure about that idea. I felt that it took something away from my journey to write it as fiction. This was my spiritual awakening, and I wanted to be fully engaged and involved in it. The choice to present them as a collection of true life stories has allowed me to get clear on my lessons and close the chapter on this amazing part of my life. I did change the names of the people, and I've not mentioned the ships, but it's still my version of events, and it feels right. So, that's not the full conclusion, but I'll leave that for you to have a look at next time you have a chance. Go to pipcoleman.com and check out the book Finding My Soul at Sea. And if you haven't seen the other videos, you can go and have a look at the video section and see what you think of the book and the stories. And some people have written some lovely testimonials as well. And hello to Kelly Marie, who's watching right now. Hello, Elise. Nice to see you both. And if there's anyone else watching and you want to comment below, it's great to be online, be able to connect with everybody at this time. And I hope you're enjoying the book if you're reading it. And I look forward to seeing you very soon, because who knows what's going to come next. Maybe the next book. I am writing right now. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.